Check. Hello, hello, hello. I think now it should work, at least OBS Studio is showing this to me. Yeah, welcome to our weekly order flow show with me, with Robert Rother. And just give me short feedback if you can hear and see me here, also on YouTube. Would be nice. Yeah, hello D, good morning. Hello T, good morning, everyone. Yeah, let's start. My name is Robert Rother, and who doesn't know me yet can also ask me any questions about myself. So I'm giving you a short introduction. I started trading at the age of 13 and set up my first investment company at the age of 17. I've co-founded this investment firm in Frankfurt with two partners, and they actually taught me also the investment business. That was end of the 1990s. I sold my shares in that company afterwards, and I moved to China in 2004, where I set up a second investment company with a Chinese partner, and at the peak time I managed over 100 million US dollar, and I had a team of 30 traders and analysts in my company. Well, if you're quite successful in China, you always get somehow trouble with the Chinese government, and I ended up in a Chinese prison and detention center for 7 years and 7 months. Actually, after I got released in December 2018, I wrote a book. It's available in German. It's called Drachenjahre. It became a best-selling book in Germany in 2020. And, well, if you want to know more about my story, I can also share you some links later. Right now, I'm running two communities, one German-speaking and English, and the other one is English-speaking, and focusing on proprietary trading or prop firm trading. Also, for everyone who is here on YouTube, if you want to get access to Bookmap, you can just use my affiliate link, sign up, and you get access to the Discord channel, where I also have a private chat room. You can also see the live stream. You just verify yourself with your ID or license key, and you will be part of the game. So let me check here, and well, yeah, these are some certificates that I received within the last year from Apex, where I'm also under probation status and cannot open any more accounts. And basically I'm quite limited in that industry because somehow I got too much money out of them. So now Bookmap, general disclosure, all Bookmap limited materials, information and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Trading futures, equities and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. So now the official part is done, and we can look at the massacre that is happening today. Hello Florian, hello Raphael, nice to see you here. Yeah, if we look here at the chart, I mean the tariffs are activated, how to say, right now, or put into action, yeah, from Donald Trump, and now we can see this massive sell-off here. If we look at Nasdaq minus 4.5%, ES minus 3.7%. This is really nasty day. Yeah, so I'm not sure what to do right now. Maybe we see a gap close. I mean, it's no surprise that this is happening, but that the markets are so overreacting on this sort of thing is somehow a little bit strange for me. You know, he's not for the first time president, so everyone should know what's going to happen. And to see this sort of sell-off is, in my point of view, definitely too much, yeah. Well, what do you think about this? You can also give me your feedback here on YouTube and Discord. But always, as we say, the market is right, yeah. So what we can do here right now is simply, if we look closer, look, I have the ES now. Enter some VWAPs here. Here. Also on the upside there's no liquidity. Let's wait until the market is popping up. I mean, for everyone who saw the German live stream yesterday, it was a very successful trading day during the live stream. And now if you look here, we see some iceberg orders popping up, but now just before market opening, it has not that meaning for me. So you're on YouTube, feel free to hit the like button, yeah. They say more people are following soon. And also this week, yeah, the time difference between Germany and United States, or Europe and United States, is adjusted. So we are basically on the normal time level, yeah. So I'm sorry. We had some liquidity at the standard deviation, 490. Yeah, it's difficult to do anything here right now in this trading environment, yeah. Market down almost 4%. If you look at the bigger picture here, yes, for example, the 1 minute chart, we can see this is a development, this gap down here after market close yesterday, and then we open up this gap, market went down, made a small recovery, and now we are basically testing here the lows at 480, and we can put support line. Might be interesting for a short-term trade. If we add some anchored VWAPs, I would add one here. Oh, come on. Normally that is a day that where I would be careful with trading, because it's out of the ordinary. And yeah, basically if I would trade, I'm trading definitely smaller position sizes. We can see market is still here on the downside. We see all these VWAPs. I mean, everything above, we do not actually need to pay attention to it. Gap close, if we look at this, we could have this here, well, but still a long way to go. I definitely would try to consider some short trades here at 07, yeah. 507, maybe even before market opening. 507 is here. We had an anchored VWAP here, create anchored VWAP. I'm going to try this with one lot, you know, small order, 10 ticks, stop loss, 507. I'm really playing small game today, yeah. Maybe doing more trades because we're gaining more opportunities, but you really have to be careful in this sort of out of the ordinary market environment. And also my camera is off. Normally you can see me, but my Sony camera and my computer don't want to work together anymore. They refuse to cooperate. So now let's see if we can catch this small trade here. Okay, got one more tick. Yeah, now basically we had the move. The market went to my order, but I didn't get a fill. Maybe we get another try here. Actually, that would be a good trade here. Very nice. So now we got the fill here, very quick now, and well, give me the next push, down, come on. Yeah, okay, the first profitable trade. You see, very easy game, same like yesterday. It's like $125, but if you multiply it by 10 accounts, it's okay. And now we see if we get more opportunities like this, but I'm only trading maybe 1 or 2 lots today here. Yes, Florian, yeah, it's a very thin book, of course, because there's a lot of, yeah, I would say uncertainty in the market. I mean, if you are pre-marketed down like almost 4%, or in the Nasdaq even 4.5%, people are scared, yeah, or the market is scared, and nobody knows what's going on. But actually, for me, it's very stupid, this sell-off, because there's nothing new. There's nothing that we don't know, nothing that never happened before, yeah. So I think the market is definitely oversold. But simply, we stick to our strategy, yeah. I'm not going to change my strategy, or, I mean, if I would do some long-term investments, probably now it's the time to buy. Yes, not only AMP, I think every broker sent a margin notification, yeah. That's because something would happen. They have to definitely be prepared for this. I mean, it's their money, yeah. If people go, or if people have too big position size, yeah, they get the margin call and they're screwed. So now the next run to the downside. Also, you can, for everyone who didn't see it yet, this was my trading day yesterday here on, you can find it in my community, the link to my trading recap. And every trade was live during the Bookmap session. If you watch the Bookmap live stream from yesterday, you will see every trade. Same like now. But this is I have to change the link because this is a German community. I will give you the one for the English one, since we are here in the English-speaking world. This is the one for English. Also here. There you can see most of my trades from yesterday. I would even try to catch another trade here before market opening. Let's see if we can catch another short move here. Otherwise the low is at 480, yeah, as we know here. 81.74, 81.50. Then we can see here also on the longer term chart, very nice touch VWAP sell off. This is a game that we are playing. Honestly, Florian, the auto spreader, I do not even recognize this anymore. I have like X-ray view, yeah. I just my brain already is filtering this one. I do not pay attention to this anymore. At the beginning, I was very annoyed, and then we had this trade filter, which also is a very good thing, yeah. But somehow, for me, my brain simply said, okay, we simply have to exclude this from my eyes, and so I do not even recognize it anymore. I really have to say, this is like you simply looking through it. But it took me also like a year to get used to it, yeah, or to actually eliminate it in my mind. I mean, you can train your brain. Yeah, there are very good books about this. How your neural links, yeah, neural network, I think it's the English word, is working. And I can give you one very good book. Let me find it. Yeah, it's the name is. Let me find the link. Okay, well, I have to get the English one. Let's see. It's actually very important for, I think, also for traders to understand how your brain is working. And we have so many information about this. The book is called How Emotions Are Made, The Secret Life of the Brain. Yeah, it is an must read. I have the German book and I have the English, yeah, also the audiobook. It will change your life. Yeah. Basically, if you know or if you learn that when you make a trade or if you make a decision in life, your brain actually, you believe you have free will, yeah, that you are the one who's deciding. That is scientifically wrong. You are not the one who are making decisions. The decision is already made in your brain like a couple seconds before you actually do the action. So if I think I place a trade right now, my subconscious or my brain already made the decision a couple seconds before. So if I believe I made the decision, I'm wrong. I did not do that. Something else did this. So then it's a question, where does this come from and how you can train your brain to basically influence your decision making. This is a very, very, yeah, revealing process to understand how we act and why we trade and why we are going to do a trade and why we actually cannot avoid some stupid things because they're already done. We are more like a robot of something else. So the idea of a free will is simply not true. But it doesn't mean that we can reprogram our decision making, yeah. But we have to act in a completely different way to understand how to do that. And this is basically from Lisa Feldman Barrett, one of the leading scientists in that field worldwide. Yeah, sort of game changer. And it's very easily written. You know, there's no big scientific words in it. No, everyone can understand it. So, and here on YouTube, feel free to hit the like button. Yeah, more and more people are coming just before market opening. So we already did one trade for the people who just joined here. Short VWAP out very quick, easy trade. Now I'm trying to do this trade again here in this area, but we do not have a chance. I will take out my order just before market opening. Yeah. And also I'm trading smaller position sizes today because of this big gap down. We have to be a little bit careful. Also tonight, 8 p.m. Central European time, or this is 2 p.m. Eastern time, I'm giving a free webinar about prop firm trading. If somebody is interested, you can also sign up. I mean, for everyone who's already in this prop firm industry, it might be not that interesting. But for everyone who's new, here feel free to sign up and basically get to know how I made out of $35 $2,000 in my first month of prop firm trading. Yeah. Totally for free, maybe 1 hour or 2 hours. There will be also recording if you sign up. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask, yeah, here on YouTube or Discord. I mean, this is why we are here. Apollo and Smallface. Hello Robert, how can I enable cross trading in Bookmap and trade my risk account using Bookmap data? How do I set this up? Oh, Apollo Smallface, I cannot answer this question. I never did this before. Maybe you ask the support team about this. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is possible. You have to ask the support team. This is above my knowledge. So, gucken wir mal hier den. Okay, jetzt haben wir hier den Short bekommen. Mal sehen, ob wir den Pullback sehen. Jetzt so kurz vor Market Opening ist ein bisschen risky, aber naja, ist nur ein Trade. Ich liebe das immer. I'm loving it if the market is just turning around one tick before my take profit here. That's the game. One tick before. Okay, now I'm out. It's fine. Unlucky here in this point of view, but it's part of the game. Anyway, in 4 minutes is market opening. That was now a little bit fast. Actually, basically everything fine. Market touched VWAP, market came back, but yeah, by one tick, unlucky. And now probably, yeah, you turn around and run into my take profit, yeah. Yes, in 5 minutes we're opening here, market opening, so 3 minutes now. And now, Florian, I think I also adjusted now the microphone here in Discord. Yeah. Better microphone now, yeah. Okay, now I saw it was definitely the wrong microphone that I was switched on. I think now it should be better here. Easy peasy, you only trade futures. What about small caps? No, I only trade futures. I'm a futures trader. I do not trade stocks. At least not for day trading. Small caps or stocks are too complicated. I mean, I have to do too much work, easy peasy. I have to find the right small stocks and do too much research. For futures trading, it's very simple. You turn on the computer, you have your market, you know your market, and well, I'm a lazy person, yeah, in this way. So this is why I like to trade index futures or basically a range of futures. So market is going to open now. So now we wait a little bit to see what is the first reaction, yeah. Yeah, quite volatile, but I definitely would try to fetch a short rate here at the VWAP. The day VWAP. Might be very quick. Okay, we are in and okay, yeah, that's too fast right now, the market, so we have to, you can see my stop loss or the liquidity, volatility is too high here right now. Would have worked out, but stopped out on the tick. Okay, now here it worked again. Yeah, so very nice, touched VWAP, markets going up. Also here, yeah, just I'm the unlucky guy. Let's try if we can catch another trade here. Okay, now we got the trade here, and yeah, okay, very nice, done, but it's very volatile. You can see touch, market shoots to the upside. Yeah, be careful in trading. This is why I only trade one lot here. You know, you can see for one winner you have one loser. Maybe I could even, yeah, it's difficult. So what we can do is we add another anchored VWAP here. Maybe this market seems to be strong right now because this oversold. The pre-session is definitely yeah, not reasonable. So I'm trying to jump here on the trend. Fast market, so. Okay, now we're in here. Let's see if we can get the pullback. Yeah. Come on. One tick before my take profit again. Yeah, and stop loss. This is really, this is the low liquidity. I'm just showing you this, you know, I'm playing around here, but one tick before my take profit, market sweep, I'm out, and now market is going up again, or what? You know, if you trade with too big lot sizes here and so on, you really can get into trouble with these moves, so you really must be careful in trading. But we can try it here. It's a session VWAP again. VIX up 26% at 27. This is really high. Okay, now here, you see already how fast it goes. Touched VWAP, out again, you know. But I do not have this row that we can, I'm trying it again here. Where we can really make money. Okay, wow, this is fast. And this is now, it's definitely, you know, plus minus zero game. We even got slippage. Now again, stopped out, run into my take profit. Everyone here on YouTube, feel free to hit the like button. Yeah. Again, it's this roller coaster trading. Oh, yeah. So again here, let's try at VWAP, party time here. So we are in. Yeah, this stop loss is definitely very bad because, yeah, that's not good. No, I don't like this day today. It's better turn off the computer and go away. Maybe this will be my first losing day after, like, yeah, almost, I think, 15 or 16 profitable days in a row. But I already knew that because this volatility and this out of the ordinary days, yeah, how I call them, they are very, yeah, they are not good, at least for my trading. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. For days like today, how do you keep yourself in check so tomorrow will feel like a new day in terms of how you feel? Yes, D. Basically, if I see days like this, I don't trade. I just don't even turn on the computer, you know. I just go away. So that's it. And then tomorrow, like you say, is a new day, new start. These are the out of ordinary days that I do not like and that are definitely not good for my trading style. Because everything is going nuts, yeah. You do not have to trade every day, you know, and I always emphasizing as longer you stay in front of the computer, as less money you are making. That's my experience after 30 years of trading. That is basically how I survived, because I definitely know when not to trade, or when I trade like today for yeah, this live stream purpose. I trade with a quantity that doesn't bother me. Yeah. Hello, Mike. Nice to see you again. The Bull Baron. You just trade of VWAP. Not always, but I would say Bull Baron most of the time. Yeah. But it depends on, you know, I'm not trading every touch of the VWAP. There have to be certain conditions that I can actually make a VWAP trade. For example, right now here, it's yeah, I do not like this rotation, the sideways move, and then mostly the VWAP has not this meaning. Yeah, but if we now moving away from VWAP and coming back, that's something that I like. Greenway, risk to reward only one. You need to win more than 50%. Yes, definitely. And basically, my winning rate here with the VWAP trades is by around about 80%. This is why I can use an RR from 1 to 1. In the NQ, I'm using 2 to 1. Sometimes I'm also increasing this here, but I can tell you my winning rate is far beyond from 80%. Far beyond from 50%. It's like 75 to 80%. Also from, this is now, I'm not finished trading yet, yeah. Maybe I even end up profitable later on. But the last 16 days, I'm profitable. And basically I would say I'm like 90% of the year, I have profitable days. But I do not have this big days where I can say, hey, I made today this big, huge amount. I'm very consistent in my trading. So normally there are no big surprises. Loki, hey Robert, will you do something about swing trading with AVWAP in the future? Just read the book from Brian Shannon. Yeah, this book from Brian Shannon is really good. Well, here we are right now on a day trading channel. Yeah, I am also doing swing trading with VWAPs and AVWAP, definitely. For my long-term investments, I really like to use the AVWAP on a daily basis for long-term investments. Yeah. I'm also writing on my second trading or my second book. I'm already best-selling author in German right now, but if you want to get a preview of my new book, I have here a Patreon page where you can basically work together with me on developing this book. It's basically on my trading idea and also on prop firm trading. I can also show you the link here. Basically every week I am posting a new chapter for review. You can find me here on Patreon. It's just for writing, yeah. Also, probably, as you know, I spent 7 years and 7 months in a Chinese prison, and I went to Thailand to pick up my friend. And we are writing together, yeah. English content, German content, Thai content. If you go to English, there are already some chapters, origins of prop firm trading, forward, adapt or die lessons, yeah. And this will be expanded from week to week. So we can see now the market is going downward and we are moving away from the VWAP. And now if the price is coming back into this area, I would look for short opportunities. Trying this here. Yeah, but it's difficult now where to place the order. I'm just having it here before the day VWAP, but we already see a pullback here. Let's see if we can catch a trade, get a nice sweep. Okay, now we got it, and let's see if we can see the pullback here. Yeah, and we got this pullback here, this trade. This is nice trade, nice example. Big liquidity popping up here. If you like, you can also let the trades run, yeah. And, but this is not my business. My business is simply to detect this pullback. Hedgeware, I already have a chapter list, yeah, but I did not. I have to check for this. I already have a chapter list. I must see if I have this in English. I did not publish it yet, and the chapter list is still, how to say, vague. You know, I always have to adjust a little bit, but the basic chapter, let me see. Let me put it here into translation for 1 second. Well, this is the basics. It's not all complete here, but chapter 1, what is prop firm trading, understanding the prop firm landscape, the evaluation process, developing the right mindset, risk management for prop traders, the 4 core components of every market, recognizing market structure, multi-time frame analysis, understanding VWAP as a benchmark, VWAP trading strategies, settlement price and volatility index, order book and liquidity analysis, volume profile analysis, account selection and management, trade copy and automation, maximizing withdrawals, regulatory challenges, long-term success strategies. This is a basic overview, yeah. Alexandre, why don't you buy now? Well, I am not, when the market touches VWAP, I'm basically trading the opposite, like here, touching, sell, and this is my way. I want to detect when algos are buying. Greenway, did they not give you the Pro bundle to filter the algos? Yes, I have the Pro bundle, but honestly, Greenway, I do not see this algos anymore. I can filter it with my brain. It doesn't matter for me anymore. I don't see it. I just see the numbers. I see what liquidity we have, and these algos, they do not play any role for me in my brain anymore. You can filter this. We were also talking about this before. There's a great book about this, how emotions are made. Yeah, you can train your brain and your view to filter these sort of things. And believe me, your brain is definitely more efficient than any other screening software. Mike Bolton was a sharp sell-off last night due to news from Trump. It's basically because the tariffs, yeah, the tax tariffs are imposed now, and that is basically a reason for the sell-off, yeah. Which I think is nothing new, which is nothing out of the ordinary. It's just, you know, I don't understand this also so much. The bull baron, do you only take the first pullback to VWAP, or would you use the second and the third one? That depends on, mostly the best one is always the first one, yeah. But sometimes the market is also already changing beforehand, yeah, before that. So you have to sometimes be a little bit patient, yeah. It also depends on volatility, one of the most important things, and yeah, liquidity in the order book, so that you can get a feeling for that, yeah. So now market is in the next down phase. Now if the market comes back to this VWAP area here, 1, 2, 3, that's a nice short. But the question is if we come back. So big picture here, where are we? Big picture for today is still here behind that range, you know, so you can see here. Buy the low, sell the high is the range trading. So now we are running up here, so we try to get a short trade here. Okay, getting a little bit choppy, probably some news. Yeah, interesting day. If there are no more questions here, then I would say we see each other next week, or well, in a couple of minutes in our little day trading community. If someone wants to join my webinar tonight about prop firm trading, you can also do that. It's for free. You can sign up. You can also get a recording. And yeah, then I would say we see each other in a couple of minutes in our community. Continue trading, or we see each other tonight, or we see each other next week. Yeah. So then I say goodbye, take care, and yeah, be careful with trading today. I really emphasize this. Do not trade too big lot sizes. Be really careful. It's yeah, busy day. Yeah. Bye.